Hey, Desiree here with Soulpath Astrology and this week's Oracle card readings. Welcome to video two for card two. If this was your selection, this is what you've got. Before I reveal it, though, as always, I do invite you, if you haven't yet, to subscribe to the channel. Hit like on the video if you do find value in it, and the comments are always deeply appreciated. Yeah, so without further ado, let's see what you got. Ooh, the Lovers reversed. Mm, Lovers reversed. Interesting because the first card was the Two of Cups, which upright, which is kind of like the Lover's card, but that one was upright. This one's reversed, and this is Major Arcana. So this is a little bit more intense in its messaging. And what it is, so when the Lovers shows up in a reading reversed, it can speak to a few different things. One of them is pointing towards that maybe there's a little bit of a schism between your heart and your head, that maybe there's sort of like some cognitive dissonance around what you know to be true and in alignment for yourself, but your head is kind of trying to talk yourself out of it because it would feel easier, if you didn't have to show up for and act on what your heart is asking for. The Lover's reverse can also point towards disharmony in your relationships, that maybe one person in the dynamic is like way more invested than the other one. And that when that happens, there's disharmony in it and there's an imbalance in it, and it creates insecurity. It creates sort of a chasing and a pulling away dynamic. And there's this beautiful invitation when you find yourself in that situation to come back within. The Lover, anytime a card is reversed, there's also that invitation to see it as an internal opportunity to heal the relationship within yourself. Is there a disconnect between your inner masculine and your inner feminine? So the feminine is that dreamer, the feminine energy is that creative force, that the one that doesn't necessarily abide by the rules. And then the masculine is the one that like actually brings those things to life, that actually makes manifest those in the 3D world. And so is there, among other things, but is there maybe a disconnect? Are you talking yourself out of your dreams, right? Or conversely, is your head asking you, like it's telling you what you need to do? It's like there's almost a call to some self-discipline, but the heart keeps trying to squirm out from underneath it, right? So there's this really deep inquiry available here with this card about where are you at with your inner relationship, because whatever's happening here, you're going to see reflected externally. So if you're finding that your external relationships feel like out of balance, like you're always seem to be putting more energy into the relationship than the other person is, or maybe conversely, you're feeling like you're just not that into them, but there's like maybe you're afraid to say as much. Maybe there's some discomfort or nervousness about being forthright or about asking the direct questions or offering the truth of where things are at. And this card is asking you to clean up that mess, right? The Lover's reverse is asking you to have the courage to stand up for what is true and to put your money where your mouth is and to put your feet, where your dreams are, and really allow that. Sometimes things need to fall apart so that they can come back together in a better way, and maybe that's with somebody else, but maybe that's just with the same person, but with different dynamics, with different agreements around how to be together and how to show up. In the first card with it upright, the Two of Cups, there was this quality of recognizing that we're elevating our relationships. And this card, the reverse Lovers card, is saying, here's what's maybe in the way of that. And it's that disconnect between the head and the heart. It's that keeping people as placeholders in your life, as the, people that are almost fits, that are like maybes or kind ofs, or well, they got a few good qualities that I really like, but yeah, but then there's all these other parts that, values are just not lining up. When the Lovers reverse shows up, it's really inviting you back into alignment, whatever that happens to be for you. So, yeah, I mean, it's not the most fun, but it's very rewarding when you clean up these messes and you can get yourself back into integrity and back into alignment and then reconnecting to that center of gravity. And the more that we can do this, the more we can be boldly honest with each other and straightforward about what we're looking for, what we're available for, what's true, not what we think we should want, but what do you want? Like really showing up for that and voicing that and settling for nothing less than that. That's the work here. So the invitation's to go within and see where is there maybe some disconnect? Where is there maybe some relationships in your outer life that you need to clean up because they aren't actually in alignment with you? And then you can liberate each other to go find people that really are in a deeper, more flowing kind of dynamic. Like I really feel that's what we're entering into is a way of being with each other and a way of being in our world that is in alignment. It's deeply grounded in what's real for us, real and inspired, right? So it's coming from, as I mentioned in the other video, our lunar nodes are shifting. We're going out of Aries, Libra, which is about relationships, the me, we axis, into Pisces and Virgo. And this is about grounded spirituality. This is about how do we come together in relationship to create magic together and then create grounded systems? Like, how do we return to earth with these great big lofty ideals and this concept of unity? And how do we bring that in? Because unity doesn't mean you stick with what doesn't fit you. Unity means that you are in alignment with yourself and you allow everyone else to be in alignment with themselves and to allow stuff to self-organize around the truth of the way you actually are and the way that they actually are, and just gently, without shame or guilt or making it bad in any way, just allowing people to shake out into the places where they naturally fit. And this is the flow. This is the invitation with this card reverse. So that's a little verbose, but hopefully you landed. I love you guys. If you want to deep dive, if you want to get a reading of your own where it's very personalized just to you, it's just your energies that are center focus, I would love to do that. You can find a link to my calendar in the description of the card as well as the comments. As always, enjoy your week, my friends. Dig deep, find that unity within yourself, and then seek to bring that unified self to the world at large and be your honest, beautiful selves, fully expressed, fully open, heart open, strong spine, and ready to build something beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Love you. Bye for now.